morning. It's Friday. I'm just gonna get situated here. Sometimes I'm gonna want to sit on my foot for like 3 minutes and then it's gonna start to fall asleep and I'm gonna have to adjust again. So just be prepared for that. Good morning, guys. Tamara Shannon here. I just wanted to jump on and give you guys a quick little demo. As you can see, I've started the makeup process, but I have not finished. I have no foundation products on my face. So let's chat about oily skin. Whether you have oily skin or maybe you have a teenage daughter who has oily skin. If you follow me, you know I don't have oily skin. I actually have dry, but I used to have oily, especially like in this T-zone area. And that's really, really annoying. And if you have oily skin, you know, because I remember those little blotting things, you're constantly like just trying to blot it away, and your makeup moves and it settles in your fine lines, and it's just such a pain. It's such a pain. I'm just having a little snack in my kid's bowl. I'm gonna move that over here because I was filming a brow tutorial really quickly, so I've been in here for a while because I don't know if we're gonna go anywhere today. I'm still in my pajamas and I'm okay with it. We have some kind of weather front moving in. My head is killing me. I'm gonna throw something on my lips really quickly because they're feeling a little bit dry. So I'm gonna give you some tips. I'm breaking some rules here, but I have it on good authority from other makeup artists who have oily skin that we're gonna try this. But you're gonna go, you've told us repeatedly, not I know, but for different skin types, you have to make different adjustments. So what works for one is not necessarily gonna work for everybody, and I've learned that. I have a lot of sales going on right now with different foundation bundles and products. So I've been working daily, color matching and talking with women about their skin concerns, because while we have a lot in common, everybody's different. So I've already moisturized and done all that jazz, but I'm going to go in and prime my face. Now I'm using a hydrating primer because my skin is dry, but you are going to want to just stick with the regular primer. And what you're going to want to do is not really rub it all in, but kind of make an effort to, I mean, obviously you have to blend a little bit, but make an effort to kind of press and pat it in your skin, especially around these T-zone area. I have to make sure I get it around my nose and my mouth, because that's where my stuff, but try to really kind of press it in there. This hydrating primer feels so good. My skin is just dry. But like I said, if you have an oily skin type, don't skip the primer, but stick with just the regular basic. So this is the hydrating face primer, like I mentioned. So if you have dry skin or even combination skin, ladies, you might want to give this one a try because it's freaking fabulous. It's gonna blur your pores and it's gonna hydrate. But oily skin, let's get back. Tamara, stay on track. It's not about you dry skin people today. Oily skin, stick with your regular primer and then just kind of press it in, and then you just have to give everything a minute. You don't want to jump right into the next thing. You want to give your products a chance to kind of settle. So that's why my morning routine takes a while, because wake up, wash my face, put my serum on, right? Go make kids breakfast, do the thing, come back, put your tinted moisturizer on. You know, all of those things. You want to give it a little bit of time to set. So I'm gonna take a drink while we let it set. And then I'm gonna show you tip number one, which you're gonna go, you have told us repeatedly, I know. The rule goes, you do not put powder products before you put your cream liquid products. That is just basic makeup 101. However, my oily skin ladies, what we are gonna do is we are going to help you prevent, we're gonna help you create a barrier, okay? We're gonna help you create a nice thin veil barrier that's going to prevent your foundation products from seeping in, and when you do start producing that oil, from moving your products around and just creating that really annoying thing that oily skin does. And I remember those days. So I feel you with the blotting pads everywhere you go. So here's what you're gonna do. You cannot use a foundation powder, pressed powder, loose powder. Those are not the powders you can use. You have to use a translucent setting powder, okay? You have to use a translucent setting powder. This is the Touch Behold the Unique brand translucent powder. I really, really love this one. It has a really great, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's not very, like, it's not crazy, crazy fine, or just like you breathe it in, and it's not heavier like a powder. It's a really great translucent powder. And I have been trying, I forgot to ask my husband to pop this thing off for me, because I've done it before. Normally I don't need it off. I love that it's just a little bit, but I was gonna try to pop it off. But I'm not gonna break a nail, y'all, I'm sorry. Okay, but you were gonna get your translucent setting powder. Like I said, it must be translucent. And you're going to get a dampened beauty sponge. I've done a tutorial before on how to dampen your sponge, but basically bring it under water, squeeze it out. I even use in a towel. So it's dampened, it's not dripping, it's not wet, definitely not dry. Okay, we are going to pick up this translucent powder, and you are just going to press it in all over those areas where you get oily. So if you don't want to do it all over your face because maybe your combination oily, then don't do it all over your face. If you're oily all over, you get the point, right? Okay, we get the point. So you're gonna do this with this dampened sponge all over your oily areas. And we're just focusing on pressing this product into your skin. We're not blending, we're not rubbing. We are pressing it in. It's gonna blend into your skin, as you can tell. It's a translucent setting powder. It's not gonna give it any coverage or color. But what you're doing, again here, ladies, you are creating a barrier for this powder to absorb the oil that your body starts producing, so that it can absorb it before it has a chance to get to your foundation and jack it all up. Did I get it all over? So once you get it all over, you can kind of test. My hands feel a little greasy. You can kind of test just by feeling your skin, and it should feel velvety. So if you feel like any areas that might be sticky, I missed it right here. If it feels smooth and velvety, you're good. If you go back in and you find a sticky spot, give it some more. Give it some more. Okay, so once you've got that on, you're gonna go in with your foundation. Now, my oily skin friends, you probably already know this, but matte foundation and oil-free foundation is going to be more of your jam. It just is, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that you can't use dewy finish or BB creams or CC creams. You can absolutely do that. You can always set them with the powder at the end, which we're gonna do anyway. I will show you. But typically, my oily friend ladies, you are gonna want to stick with a matte foundation. And from all the women that I've talked to who do have oily skin, they usually don't like the dewy finish, because to them, they are used to seeing their skin oily and shiny, and the dewy finish is usually not something that they like, that they feel is aesthetically pleasing on them, because it just, I guess they think, or it feels like it just draws attention to the oiliness. It just looks shiny and greasy and oily, and they don't like it. Now that might not be everybody, but hallelujah. Like, I was having this situation over here with this rosacea. It's nice to put a little something over it. Like, thanks for coming to visit, but goodbye. Goodbye. And we are just blending, mostly pressing the product in. I decided to go back to my blending sponge today. I've been like super obsessed with this one, but I really like that one with the stick foundation that I use all the time. And you can absolutely use a stick foundation, which is more of a cream type consistency versus like a straight liquid. It also is a matte. I really think that just comes down to personal preference, y'all, and finding out what you like, what you prefer. I don't think it'll affect your oily skin. In fact, I'm going to use it right now. Just going to do a quick little highlight. It's so easy to add the highlighting. I just can't go back to not highlighting. Like, I can't. There is no way I can just put on foundation and head out the door. I just can't do it. I would just feel like my face looked ridiculous. But it's so easy. It's like, why not? Why the heck not? Okay, I'm just gonna get this blended in really quickly, and then I'm gonna show you your next step for your oily skin. And if you have really oily skin, or like I said, if your daughter does, you know, maybe she's a teenager or it's just in this T-zone, if you try this, will you let me know? Will you let me know how it goes? And if you really do love it, because like I said, I don't have oily skin. I think I just took off some of my brow. That's okay, I'll go in later and fix it. Because I would really like to know if you love this, if it really does make a difference for you. And even if you have combination, like I said, if you just want to spot treat those areas. Okay, and then when we're done, you're gonna go right back to this translucent powder. We're not baking here. Baking meaning when you put a whole bunch on and then you let it set and you wipe it away. We are pressing it in on all of those areas or all over your face. I really wish I would have taken my little net off. I need to ask my husband to do that. Because like I said, I'm not gonna break a nail over it. Yeah, so you're just gonna take this dampened beauty sponge and you're just gonna press it in all those areas or all over your face to set it. And I know for me, even I don't have like oily skin, but you just definitely shouldn't skip setting your face. Like no matter what kind of skin type you have. We move our face all day long. Things just move. And I know I'm breaking rules here, but if you've got oily skin, give it a try. And then again, my hands, I don't want to touch my hands because I don't want to touch my face. You can do a little, if I was at a sink and I could wash them, I would do it. And you can just test it again and see if you have that nice velvety feel over it. And then I'm gonna go in and set my face with this here setting spray. Again, this is a more mattifying one. I've been using my luminizing one, but I need all the moisture I can get. But you are just gonna go in with your setting spray and we're gonna set it all. And then you're going to have minimal movement in your face. Give that a chance to set in. You don't want to move too much because you want your product to sit. And that is it, you guys. I'm not done with my face. I'm gonna throw some bronzer on to contour because as I said, I can't not do the dimension, especially because my neck, I gotta make it match. So that's gonna be my final step and that is it. So oily skinned ladies, I hope this helped you out. If it does, will you please let me know so that way I can confirm it with my other oily skin clients. Because like I said, I have a lot of great sales going on foundation. where you can pick your own foundation bundle. So I always want to match my clients with the foundation bundle that's best for them, so that you can have the best results. So give this a try. Let me know. The key ingredient here, which everybody needs, no matter what kind of skin, is a translucent setting powder. So give it a try. Let me know and have a great Friday. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, either partying it up or chillaxing, or whatever it is you want to do. Take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.